Hello students, welcome back to the lecture number 6 of chapter 5. In this lecture, we will discuss about some important geometrical terms and their definition. So let's start with the first geometrical term whose name is collinear points. So now we will discuss what are the collinear points, right? And as we know, in order to draw a straight line, at least how many number of distinct points are required? At least two distinct points are required in order to draw a single straight line, right? Through these two distinct points you can draw one and only one straight line. Understood? And on this straight line you can represent infinite number of points which are situated evenly. It means you can represent maximum to maximum number of points on a same straight line which are situated one after another, one after another. Suppose there are 4 points P1, P2, P3 and P4. In this way you can represent infinite number of points on this straight line. So such points which lie on a same straight line are known as collinear points. Okay. So the points which lie on the same straight line are known as collinear points. Okay. So in order to be collinear, all the points should lie on a same straight line. Okay. So in order to be a collinear points, at least 3 points is needed. Why? Because you know, in order to draw a straight line, we need 2 points. Okay. We need 2 points. And if another point lies on the same straight line, then these 3 points are known as collinear points. Hence, at least 3 points are needed in order to be collinear. Okay. More than 3 points also no problem. It's okay. So the points which lie on the same straight line are known as collinear points. So write it. The points which lie on the same straight line are called collinear points. Okay. So tell me, at least how many points are required to be collinear? At least 3 points are required to be collinear. Okay. At least 3 points are required to be collinear. Okay. So here the point P1, P2, P3, P4 as well as A and B are collinear points. Okay. Write it. A, P1, P2, P3, P4 and B are collinear points. Understood? Next term is non-collinear points. Okay? Non-collinear points are the opposite of collinear points. As you know, in case of collinear points, all the points should lie on a same straight line. But here, this point shouldn't lie on the same straight line. Okay? Suppose it is a straight line A, B are the two endpoints of the straight line. If there are 2 points C and another point D which does not lie on the straight line, then such points are known as non-collinear points. So the points which does not lie on the same straight line or on the single straight line, then they are known as non-collinear points. Okay. So write it. The points which does not lie on the same straight line are called non-collinear points. Here the point C, the point A, the point D are non-collinear. So point A, C and D are non-collinear. or you can say the points C, A, D and B are non-collinear points because they doesn't lie on the same straight line. Okay. Now coming to the third term, that is concurrent lines. So what are the concurrent lines? Let me tell you an example. Suppose there is a point O. Then tell me how many straight lines can be drawn through this point. See, through this point we can draw infinite number of straight lines like L1, L2, L3, L4, L5 and so on. It means all this straight line passes through a single point O, and this point is known as point of intersection. Why? Because at this point all the straight lines meet each other, intersect each other. This point is the common meeting point. Okay? Or you can say this point is the common meeting point. Hence, all the straight lines passes through a given common point of intersection or common meeting point. Then such lines are known as concurrent lines. Understood? So what are the concurrent lines? If two or more than two number of straight lines passes through a given common meeting point or passes through a given point of intersection are known as concurrent lines. Okay? So you can write if two and more, not and, you can write two or more than two number of straight line passes through a given common point of intersection or meeting point. Common meeting point, then such lines are called concurrent lines. Okay? Here the line L1, L2, L3, L4, L5 passes through the same common meeting point. So L1, L2, L3, L4, L5 are concurrent lines. Understood? Suppose there are two lines. Okay, L1 and L2. Then here also you can see these two lines passes through a common meeting point. They have a common meeting point. Okay, and their meeting point is known as point of intersection. Then such two lines are known as concurrent lines. Understood? So this is the definition of concurrent lines. Coming to the fourth important term, that is parallel lines. As I have told you, what are the parallel lines? Two lines are said to be parallel if the distance between the two lines will be fixed. This is the first condition. And the second condition is they will not meet each other if we produce them. Okay. So see here, if there are two straight lines, okay, straight line AB and CD. If the distance between them is fixed, it means the distance here, suppose 5 cm, then here also the distance is also 5, here also the distance 5 cm, here also the distance 5 cm, here also the distance 5 cm. So if the distance between the two lines is fixed or same, and the second thing is if we produce them in both the direction, either in this direction or in this direction, then they will never meet each other. Then such lines are known as parallel lines. Understood? So write it. If the distance between two lines is fixed means same, okay, and if we produce them, they will never meet each other, they will never meet each other, then such lines are called what? Are called parallel lines. Okay. Here there are two lines, line AB and line CD. These two lines are parallel, so you can symbolically represent them. AB line is parallel to the line CD. This is the symbolical representation of two parallel lines. Okay, instead of writing the word, you can use the symbol. Understood? Next term is parallel axiom, or you can say system of parallel lines. System of parallel lines. So what are system of parallel lines? That is understood. If there are two parallel lines, okay, line L1 and line L2. It is given that L1 is parallel to L2. Okay, it is a condition. L1 line is parallel to L2. This is the first condition. The second condition is there is another line L3 such that L2 is parallel to L3. The second condition is L2 is parallel to L3. Okay. So first condition is this line is parallel to this line. Second line is this line is parallel to this line. So there is a relationship between these two lines and also a relationship between these two lines. Then what we will get a conclusion. The conclusion is that if this parallel to this line and this line is parallel to this line, then you can write this line is parallel to the line L3. Okay. So the conclusion is L1 parallel to L3. For example, if my height is taller than my father's height and my father's height is taller than my brother's height, then no doubt I am taller than my brother. Similarly, if this line is parallel to L2 line and L2 line is parallel to L3 line, then L1 line is parallel to L3 line. We build a relationship between these two lines, L1 and L3. Then these two lines must be parallel to each other. Understood? So these are the 5 most important geometrical terms. Next we will discuss about other 5 to 6 number of geometrical terms and their definitions. And now coming to the 6th geometrical term, that is intersecting lines. So what are the intersecting lines? Two lines are said to be intersecting if they will meet each other, right? So if there are two lines, line L1 and line L2 meet each other at a given point, then such two lines are known as intersecting lines. In case of parallel line, you could remind that two lines never meet each other. They will never meet each other. But in case of intersecting line, they will meet each other. So what are they? The two lines, if meet each other, then such two lines are known as intersecting lines. Okay? So write it, if two lines will meet each other, then such lines are called intersecting line. Okay? Intersecting lines. Here you can see these two lines will meet each other at a given point. Okay? Then such point also known as point of intersection. Point of intersection. Okay? So the point at which both lines meet each other, both lines will meet each other is called what? Is called point of intersection. Okay, done. So if we draw two lines, then they have only one point of intersection at least. Okay, but if we have three lines, line L1, line L2, line L3, then also you get only one point of intersection. So three straight lines have at least one point of intersection. Okay, so they have at least one point of intersection. Then we have to find at best or at most at how many points they can meet each other. Okay, see, it is a straight line L1. We can draw another straight line like this L2. Then we can draw another straight line like this L3. Then here you see the three straight lines meet each other at three distinct points. So three straight lines will meet each other at least one distinct point, and at best three distinct point or 3 point of intersection. So here we get the three lines have at most 3 point of intersection. Understood? Similarly, in case of four straight lines, straight line 1, straight line 2, straight line 3 and straight line 4. Here you see all the four straight lines will pass through a single common point. So they have only one point of intersection at least. So at least one point of intersection. Now we will find at best or at most at how many points they will meet each other. Let's draw. Suppose this is the line L1, another line L2, another line L3 and another line L4. Now find there are how many number of point of intersection. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So four straight lines can pass through at most 6 distinct point of intersection. So they have at most 6 point of intersection. Similarly, you can also find for 5 straight line. 5 straight line can pass through at least 1 point of intersection, but at best, let's find first, second, third, okay, then fourth, right? Then this is the 5th straight line. Now find the point of intersection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5 straight lines can pass through at best or at most 10 point of intersection, but at least they have only 1 point of intersection. Understood? This is the concept about intersecting lines. Next we will discuss about congruence of lines. What are congruency? Congruency means if any two objects are completely equal, okay, then they are known as congruent. Any two objects you can take. Suppose you take two markers of this shape, completely they are equal, then these two are known as congruent. Suppose you take two triangles. Suppose this is a triangle ABC. There is another triangle DEF. Then these two triangles will be congruent when if all their sides are equal and also all their angles are equal. See, in this two triangle, this side is equal to this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, this angle is equal to this angle, this is also equal to this and this is also equal to this. It means these two triangles are completely equal, and if you trace or if you cut this triangle and paste over this triangle, then you see this triangle completely cover this triangle. They are superimposed with one another. Okay, so what is congruent? Congruent means if any two objects are completely equal, then these two are known as congruent. Similarly, what are congruence of lines? If two lines, line AB and line CD are known as congruents if they have the same length. If it is 8 centimeter, then it must be 8 centimeter. And second thing is, if you cut this line and paste over this line, then you see this line CD completely cover the line AB, or it completely superimposed on AB. Then such lines are known as congruents of lines or congruent lines. Okay. So what are the congruent lines? If the length of two lines are equal, and if we trace a copy of one line over another line, if we trace a copy of one line over another line, then what will happen? Then this line completely cover this line. Okay. Then one line superimposed. Superimposed means what? Superimposed means one line completely cover the another line. Superimposed with one another. Okay, you can write the meaning of superimposed. One object completely and exactly cover other objects. Then such two lines are known as congruent lines. Okay.